and, it became a real tradition with us at night that during the week I would tuck him in bed and tell him good night before he went to sleep. Of course, take him to school the next day and everything. Well, the first time I went to the Opry on a Saturday night after his mother's wreck, and he was at home with the babysitter, I got home about 1 o'clock in the morning, and he was sitting up in the bed wide awake. And I said, "What are you doing awake?" He said, "You didn't tell me good night." Because I wasn't there to tell him good night. So, I tucked him in, told him good night. So I said, "Okay, the next time I'm on the Grand Ole Opry, I'll tell you good night on the radio. And will you go to sleep?" He said, "Yeah, I'll go to sleep." So the next night I was on, I just said good night, Jaybird, and got home, and he was sound asleep. He wouldn't go to sleep until I told him good night. The second part of that story is what's so special to me. I mean, that's special, but he went off to school. He went to college up in Indiana. And when he would get homesick at night, he told me, midnight, sometimes he'd go out and sit in his car parked outside the dormitory at college just to hear me say goodnight to Jay Bird. But my favorite part, he became an airline pilot. And he flew for Delta for 5 years. And he told me one night that he was flying a DC-9 jet flying over Cincinnati, Ohio. They can turn on the AM radio. He turned on WSM at 30,000 feet over Cincinnati and heard me say goodnight, Jay Bird.
That's good.
I'll say it the rest of my life.
He didn't fall asleep, did he?
Didn't fall asleep flying the plane. I hope not.